Hello, I'm Lawrence and I run a health project called Healthy Minds, Healthy Bods, www.hmhb2016.org.uk, and it's around mindset, nutrition, health and exercise, and it's really about promoting a growth mindset mentality, pushing you on, making you challenge life and how you're thinking, especially how you're thinking. And this video here is about outside the box thinking. We can be in a situation when life hits us with a few problems and there's a bit of stress and anxiety, maybe depression comes in and you're worrying out things on. We can get very narrow-minded in our thinking. We don't think outside of our normal area. So our box, well, let's describe it. So as a box is a way of thinking about it. So you've got your box, a box sort of shape, that square, and that is where we see life. That is where we are. We're in that box and that's what we're doing. We don't see anything that's outside that box. And that's where we need to sometimes think, because that pushes us beyond our boundaries, which is a way. I'm trying to think about it. So let's get thinking about how we think about things, because we see things in a certain way. If I ask you, let's say for example, in 1892, Liverpool Football Club was formed. What colour shirts did they wear? Now, people normally say red, because Liverpool wears red. But did you know, in 1892, they wore blue shirts? I know, I'm sure there's a few Everton fans who'll be talking about that. But that's how we think. We don't know that. That's not our thinking. We think that's our answer. It's in this box. Our answer isn't outside. How many roads are there in the City of London area? How many roads are there in the City of London area? Now, you might think, hold on, God, how many? That's quite a lot, isn't it? Well, actually, there's only two. It's only two, because most of them are streets or ways or avenues or something like that. There's only two roads. And you know what? Off the top of my head now, I just can't remember what they're called. That's brilliant, isn't it? There's Tottenham Court Road, and there's one other one. Oh, Charing Cross Road. There you go. Off my eyes, I remember that suddenly. There aren't any other roads. Streets, avenues and ways. It's a good question, that. It'll make you think. We don't think outside the box. We're not thinking, hold on, the answer's what? Yeah, we've got to get out there. You know, if everyone felt accepted the way they think without thinking outside the box, nothing would get done. Can you imagine? You need to challenge yourself. We can take photos of Pluto. What? That is incredible. You know, how on earth have we developed something that can take photos of Pluto and we can see the photo? It can take the photo and it send it back to this planet. That is extraordinary. That is outside the box thinking. You know, if you think about it, that's not in our normal little square. So how do you do it? I mean, it's a tough one, isn't it? How do you start pushing us out that boundary? It's actually trying to think, is there another way of doing something? So when a problem comes up, when we're thinking, how do I solve this? We might think we know it. We might have solved it before in a certain way, or we know there is. Try to think of different ways of getting an answer, because it can be quite challenging to do this. I mean, for example, let's say give you a thing. Who was the third man on the moon? Now we all know Neil Armstrong. Hopefully most people know Neil Armstrong was the first man. Buzz Aldrin was the second man on the moon. Do you know the name of the third man on the moon? Can you imagine when he landed on the moon and he was coming down? He must have been thinking, hey, everyone's going to know who I am. I'm going to be so famous. They're going to go, Armstrong, Aldrin, me. But I'd be amazed if you know the name. I've never actually come across anyone who did. But there will be people, astrophysicists, people who work in that sort of field. They would know. We don't have to know. We don't have to know that. His name was Charles P. Conrad. But it's something that we don't need to know. But it's out there in the ether. People will know. Stretch the boundaries of your knowledge. Stretch the boundaries of what your thinking is. You can probably come up with solutions many times that you're not even thinking of. Outside the box. Think away from where you normally would. I'm not sure if I explained that very well. Hopefully I have. I hope it's made you think. Well, I hope it made you think. Go and do your own research. This is to make you start waking up about how you're doing in your life. Anyway, I'm Lawrence. Healthy Minds, Healthy Bods, www.hmhb2016.org.uk. All we're trying to do is trying to make you challenge yourself. Anyway, take care and thanks for watching.